All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, manos? Let's do this, man. I'm excited. I am working with a 4-minute delay, so I started the stream early. We will get started in a few minutes, I assume. Just posting my link. Okay. Oh boy, let's do this. Oh yeah. Let's get it started in here. Oh, I need my headphones, dude. Okay, hold on. Got my headphones because I need to play music because I need to lock in against LockedIn. But I got some music for y'alls because I know it's boring. All right. I think I'm just gonna put one in. 1:59 in the PM. Gonna hop in. Oh, he took my seats. Bang! Let's go. Good luck. I don't remember what the red label meant, but... Alright, let's go. I guess I'm just gonna do 2.5x today. Haven't played a ton of heads up in my time. I used to like be kind of way more into it. Haven't played a whole lot. So I definitely gonna have a lot of flaws, a lot of stuff. Okay, he's 3xing, which is interesting. Just means that I think we just defend like slightly tighter. I think that my c-betting strategy is probably quite flawed, heads up. I'm used to 6-max in live. So I need to change this randomizer so it changes on turn. Hold on. Roll RNG on hero's action. That's what I thought would happen. Sorry, I was editing some settings. Yep, check back the jack here on this river. We're playing 500 NL, so 2-5. We could see some half here, but I think on most, I need to roll this on my action actually manually for some reason. Don't know why. I think on most, I don't know why that's the thumbnail. That's like the worst thumbnail ever. I am working with a 4-minute delay, so I started the stream early. Literally is the worst thumbnail of all time. Oh, it's just my profile pic, that's why. I don't know why they did that, but it doesn't matter, I guess. I'm gonna try to fix that. That's a bad thumbnail. Against 3x, we can't really fold this here. Between block and check here, I think check call is fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Yeah, he's going to have 10x here that can value bet. He possibly could have king x as well. Perhaps 6x, but we just have a pair and we can't fold. Lose to a 10. Let me try to find a better thumbnail for this. I guess we're just going to 4x 3-bet out of position here. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to fix my thumbnail, dude. This is horrible. Okay, it did fix. Okay, we're chilling. I'm going to close this thing. I don't think a 3x matters that much, to be honest with you. I played with him once. I've seen his content. I don't really know much about his him that well. But okay, he's using 4x. Haven't played a whole lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute this, and then I got the chat over here. What's up, Bryson? We roll really low at this AC8 here. What's up, a good banana? Good luck. We met at TCH Social the other night, probably about 2 weeks ago. I'm down to play heads up sometime with you as well. Yeah, man, I'm down to play heads up anytime. We're playing for 3 hours today, so dude, that's a lot of hands. I think we could block this turn. I'm not sure if it's the turn to like go polar on because the board changed with the 8. We can still have like some straight draws that he checks back turn and hits river, or hits, you know, checks back flop and hits turn. Obviously you can't fold to this bet here on the turn. And very interesting. We have somewhat of a good hand to call. We block like 8-5 of clubs, 8-4 of clubs, king 8 suited. We lose to straights. The ace of diamonds isn't great here because that does interesting. I think I'm gonna let him have this one. I'm gonna block call over here. Why is the time bank so low? Dude, that's a really short time bank. Okay, Okay, force here, we're calling. 4-7 off might be too loose, actually. Ace 9-9. Betting big on this flop here, or checking. And I could probably check back 7-4 here a fair amount. And actually, I should probably check back more 7x now I'm thinking about it. And I don't even know if we peel floors there, to be honest with you. Unsure, a lot of rusty spots here, but we're just playing for the heck of it, brother. 9-8 off, I think is too loose to call 3-bet. I think we call with like 10-9 off and Jack 10 off and other stuff. Yeah, this is really good. I would expect him to have King Queen like very often here, or not very often here. So it becomes very good for us here at this hand. One thing that I do want to be very, very cautious about is not over bluffing heads up. I do think that, yes, you have to like send it with a lot of nothing hands quite often, but I think over bluffing is so easy because of how wide the ranges are. And I think when I play 6-max, I definitely probably over bluff because it's good in a lot of spots, but in these spots particularly, I think that over bluffing is bad. In spots like this, I'm not sure what to do, to be honest with you. I'm just going to overbet river and see what happens. Again, not sure what to do here. I think we can get looked up somewhat light here, but this is kind of the strategy that I would use in a 6-max game. I don't know how well it's going to be heads up, and I know Henry can call down light and bluff a lot. Like he doesn't mind sending it, and he can call down super light. So bottom pair here could do some check raising, I guess, especially with the backdoor straight draw. Against half though, so. Ace Queen here. Yeah, going to 4-bet and then jam against or 3-bet and then jam against a 4-bet. I think most of the time here. I think that's the play with the Ace Queen. I'm excited about today because I bet there's a lot of spots where I just feel very uncomfortable and I don't really know what to do, and then just kind of cleaning those up as the challenge goes along. I do think that ace 8 hand was interesting. I kind of feel like I wish I would have clicked the call button. Yeah, there's a stream delay. It's 4 minutes, guys. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. All right, 10 here. Call, flop, raise, and we will turn fold to the turn barrel on that card. Patty Mel, yeah, I do think that that spot maybe I should call it ace 8. I do think a lot of his flop checkbacks come from ace 6 of diamonds, and then like turn raises will come from ace 6 of diamonds. So having that card isn't ideal. A spot with 10-9. I guess we can't really fold with the gutter and the pair, even though The size is a bit interesting. I think it's fine because then like we have ace king queen pure and he'll never have ace queen. It's a really interesting river though. I think he's gonna show up with top pair a lot when he blocks turn like that. But I think with the gutter and the pair, I'm not sure if we can fold for a block on the turn. Yeah, we just fold river here. This guy just played a big heads up challenge, so. He's got the hours, man. I do anticipate that at least the first like hour is going to be quite rusty, and the first, I think this is going to be close to pure here. The first stream is going to be rusty as well. Okay, we get the king, queen, 10. We just have a gutter. We're going to bet small. Let's go to check back bottom pair here on this board. Again, not sure what to do. Check back again here. And river, we get to value bet this third pair. I think. Yeah, we for sure do. If he checks. And we call pretty much anything here on the river. Yep. I think we get to value bet for like something like 75%. I think it's totally reasonable. Like we're going to lose every once in a while to like queen 6 and stuff, but he should block or bet turn and or river with any 8. He can have some check raise bluffs here, of course, though. Okay, we get looked up here by the 4. Nice. I decided to check back here twice, and then I'm just going to value bet river. Sorry, not value bet, bet river. I haven't streamed in a while, so I excuse my... I'm sorry for my jumbling on words. Probably could just overbid here as well, but... Okay, oh, it does roll on my turn. Okay, sweet. Alright, yeah. I'm going to 3-bet this one. Honestly, I was just like, the reason I did this, I saw that they were doing their heads up metal, and I was like, I love heads up. Like, I love playing wide range poker, and like, the way you navigate heads up I think is so fun. And I just wanted a challenge. I wanted to play. I've played people heads up like online for fun. Mainly on Club GG just because people like sit at the table and I'll play. I was on a heads up phase where I just played a guy heads up for like a week straight. Give me half here. And yeah, it's just fun, man. I just wanted to do a challenge, you know. Study more heads up for sure. And yeah, just keep learning, trying a different game, challenging myself. I think this ace is quite interesting. Dude, the time bank. Alright, I guess I gotta act quick, dude. I gotta make sure I don't hit the time bank, so. So we bet half on this flop, which I actually think I should bet third. But anyway, paired boards, we just want to bet small most of the time. Check back R5 here. Ace queen over here. Wow, that time make is so short. I gotta make sure that's longer for the next stream, dude. Woo! It's probably 3-bets sometimes, but I'm not sure. Even though I roll 100, if it's sometimes, then that would be yes. Pretty clear check back here. I think we can check raise a lot here with cards that wrap around the king and the 5 with a backdoor flush draw. But you want to make sure that you have a lot of check raise bluffs on that. I think that this spot is interesting because yes, he can value bet a 9 here, and yes, he can value bet a jack, but I think a lot of top pairs check raise flop. And a lot of his flush draws will check raise flop as well. Dude. That actually sucks. I wonder if we can change that. Let me text again. Let me see. Alright, the time bank is annoying. I guess it's our fault because this is a private game, but he said would have been good. I believe him. Time bank run good, dude. We end up with queen high here, and you should never check back a 10 on the flop. So yes, we see some straights come in. So for that reason, I'm not sure if we can start betting super huge. Yes, we have all the straights, but he'll have straights as well. We just always in this spot when he checks back the paired board. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna probably do it sometimes. King 9 off is close here, I think. Unsure, if I'm being honest. Might be way too tight there to fold, but. I'm just gonna call Henry real quick. With the club here, we call. You might not be on his phone. I'm not sure if that's too tight or not. 5s here can perhaps check raise as a bluff, but okay, so on this ace-high board here, I think we are just going to, not sure, honestly. All right, he just wants to rip speed poker, so let's do it. Okay, we do check raise. The reason I would wait towards checking back with like not a backdoor flush draw, but we just have lots of equity here. Obviously, king 8 like of clubs is somewhat good. We're gonna use big bets on this board, I think, and you know, most of our 8x, all of our overpairs, and you know, some of our best 7x. So, we have all of our ace-x to call here, so I don't know if we need to peel with our 8x. I think we can also peel better with our 8x with like a straight draw here, so not sure if we want to call down there or not. We river straight over here. Sorry, I'm just trying to film for my video. We river a straight, and he bets one big. We're going to raise. If he jams, we cannot fold. And he folds. I like how you can see how much up or down. Oh, aces. Ah, unfortunate. Check back here. Not gonna lie, I think you very much outweigh Jake's opinions. Jake is the other guy. This is locked in. Like I said, he seems like a relatively competent player. So he definitely puts people in tough spots. He's check raised me, you know, a fair amount. I think he can run bluffs. He can make hero calls. I think, you know, he's not afraid to get in there. It's probably very low frequency here. 10-7, we just call here on river. And lose to the straight. Oh my god, I was filming for like 2 minutes. We can't fold here, but I think we'd favor more check raising with backdoor flush draw. Again, that's how my mind like works. So maybe, I don't know if that's too tight. Like, I don't know. I haven't studied too much post-flop stuff, to be honest. I didn't prepare for this as well as I probably should have, but I'm not sure if we like just choose backdoor flush draw spots like this. This is probably very low frequency. I just don't know how good like check calling half pot with this hand is. Just full turn though. So the turn pair's ace here. I think that my plan with this one is to bet turn and then bluff on a spade river. He leads, which is really weird. And this one, not sure if we're going to benefit from just like a nothing ball here. Interesting. I wonder if his thinking there is I have a fair amount of ace-x in my check back range, and he has more ace-x on the turn when he check calls. But I think that he lacks... No, I just have more ace-x in general. I don't know what I'm talking about. Check call. 9x, we're going to check back the turn again and then overbet river here on clean river. Not this one, but... All I know is that we do defend lots of top pairs in this spot. In spots like this, when your head's up. I don't know. I don't think value betting makes sense here. Okay, bets big on this flop. We call the 6-4. Yeah, 500 NL is $500 buy-in. We turn to 6, which is really good. I don't think I'm going to play a leading strategy here because I haven't worked on that too often. We flopped up pair over here. And now we just get to overbet this river here with our trips. When he checks back turn, like he can still have overpairs and stuff because that 6 is somewhat bad for him. So yeah, we just overbet here. Something like this should be fine. When he bets big, I think we just check call this one. I think if he jams here, then very interesting for sure. It's our worst trip, so definitely an interesting one. I think if he jams, it's very heavily weighted towards 9s and 8s and 10-7 and 7-5. Nice, we get paid off. Very interesting here. He checks back turn after betting somewhat large on the flop. Could be lots of ace-x here, but I think this one's just gonna have to call heads up here. Yeah, I think we just call the jack heads up, and he's gonna. What was that? Oh, the music isn't playing. Should be. Okay. You rolled a pretty high number here. This into 5. I don't even know how the win-loss works. Heads up is fun, man. 3 hours is a while though. 2 tables, 3 hours is a long time. I guess we just end up checking this down. Like, I would expect him to bluff, like, actually, it is close, because I would expect him to bluff lots of air here. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, I just think we lose, like, some pairs sometimes, but we also win against hands like that. I just think, like, you may have to bluff those on the river, so that kind of tells me maybe he's not bluffing river enough. Because if you're not bluffing that, I don't know what he's bluffing, you know, when he bets river. We call 10-7 suited here. The first card looked amazing. John Rossi in the chat, man? Oh, I gotta perform now, dude. I gotta perform. Okay, I'm gonna raise flop here. And barrel when I turn equity. Might be too light, but playing street poker today. We get it through. I turn a jack over here and just checking back turn. The king high is almost like, it's pretty much a value bet on the flop. Like, it's going to be a spot where I bet pretty much whole range. I think we just check back. Ace-high boards are interesting. I think you can still have lots of ace-x. Also, I think that people are more incentivized to slow play their 8x in this spot because they're like always going to bet every ace in the river. So unsure if we're missing value there, but just decided to check back the jack. Unsure. Perhaps if it wasn't like a paired board and our kicker played, then we can maybe find value bets to get worse jack X to call. So I think I can think of. Okay, we can roll a 90 here at the ace deuce. There hasn't been a 4-bet yet, which is quite interesting. On this turn, I'm going to play a somewhat polar strategy here. Okay, he calls the ace-deuce. I'm going to overbet turn. Do you play any big bets on flop, like ace-king-x, good boards for your overcards, or just play small bets? So in 6-max, I usually just play small bets, but I was looking at stuff this morning, and specific board textures that you do bet big on, it's like ace, big, big. But it's like bet big or check often. I think I missed a few boards earlier just because it's like my nature to just bet small, because it just prints in low 6 live and low 6 online. But yeah, ace big big, like ace jack 9, ace 10-7, ace king queen, ace jack 10. I'm going to be using an overbet or check strategy. And then on like the triple Broadway boards and then stuff like ace 8 deuce 7, 6 9 3 and stuff, I'm going to be playing like pot and half pot often. This one I'm going to bluff on the spade or club river. I'm going to check raise here. Okay, he calls. Definitely quite interesting here. What to do? Barreling turn here. I'm going to check this back. I think I want to bluff on spade or club. Unsure though. I don't think it'll be that picky because this, like, I have one of each, so I think it's like worse to bluff with spade in that spot, or club. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have to bluff there or not. This becomes a very interesting spot here. I'm just unsure if he's going to be calling me flop and turn light enough here. We have jack 10, we have queen x and stuff, but he's also going to have a fair amount of queen x here. Interesting. I guess this is our best bluff in this spot, so we have to send it. Even though I think we're going to get called quite often. He's going to have lots of queen x here, but just like what bluff we're going to have in this line, you know? So 10-8 is going to be it, pretty much. And we get it through. Nice. How's it going? What's up, Gavin? You know what's funny? Is jack 4. Maybe too loose or too tight. I've been playing so much live, so that spot right there, I would never pull the trigger live, like never. Because like we're just never gonna get a queen to fold, and then like people just call you off like king jack, like pure. So like I was very hesitant about pulling the trigger there because of like my nature of I've been playing so much live, and then I realized, oh, in a spot like this, I block jack 10, I block queen 10, and you know I have somewhat good blockers, and then I end up in a spot with like the worst hand I'll probably ever have. So it's like pure jam in that spot when we're heads up for sure. See, a spot like this, if we're gonna play a big better check, I just don't think 4 deuce off is gonna let that happen. Like I don't think that. I think that's how we start over bluffing. Again, I'm probably very unstudied in my heads up c-betting strategy. Probably we should have done more, but why aren't you guys playing 5-10? Because 5-10's big. We're playing 2 tables of 2-5. I'm happy I pulled the bluff there. I can't be giving up spots like that. And I wish I would have bluffed the 8-7 as well. But like I said, we're gonna be rusty, to be honest with you. But I think we're gonna get it. Maybe he 3-bets me here with aces, and then we win a huge one. Oh my god. Something like 24 should be good here. First 4-bet, and we have the nuts. How funny is that? We haven't 4-bet a lot, so it's like, he might just be like, this guy has it, but. He calls. Jack 3 deuce, pretty good. Check raising here, queen 6. Maybe too big. I think it's fine though. I'm just gonna bet small here. With the ace. I don't think we're ever beat. I think jacks should jam pure. Again, I don't really know his strategy. But in theory, jack should jam pure, and he shouldn't have deuces or 3s, or something like jack deuce. So basically, sitting with the nuts here. And I think because we're in position, we just call here. That's bad, but we're not folding aces here. So. Anyway. If he has a jack, then that is unfortunate. I think check back is fine. Like, we probably call ace 10 or ace king on the flop as well, and lots of stuff. So check back should be fine, and then I would expect him to just jam his flush draws on turn. So like we just get stacked here always, if he has it. The 5-7 of diamonds. Didn't expect that. I did not expect that. Not gonna lie, but we have ace high here, so we can win. Yeah, I mean, obviously running good there, but I did not expect him to dunk it with a with the 7i. But and it just becomes a spot where he doesn't like. Yes, he has a jack, but we just get stacked always. And he could like jam like I don't know what he could jam for value that we beat. Honestly, then we just have a bluff catcher, but. Just a really strangely played hand. Like the non-all-in check raise on flop is really weird. Like I don't know if he would do that with a jack, so it just becomes quite strange. I'm gonna check raise here with the ace of spades. Oh, heads up is talking while you play heads up and while you're doing stuff is hard. Okay, definitely interesting here. I think that we bluff on a spade river and that's it. So I think we check shove the flush draw here. We could barrel, but we really don't want to see a jam, and I think that would really be bad if we just bet folded our equity here. We'd have to probably bet call, I think. Not sure. Okay, we just check jam. And hope to get there on the river. We've interesting jam here. We can check jam with aces, kings, ace, queen, king, queen. 7x. Lots of stuff. not sure if it's like paired board, like we don't shove them. Just dead. Slow roll with 7s would be nice. I'm not a slow roller, man. I know friends do it with each other. I'm really just not a slow roller. So. I think he plays solid though. Like, he puts people in tough spots, 3-bets a lot. Like, it is funny. Like the first hand that we 4-bet, we just have it. Should 3-bet this. Actually, I think this one has to be pure here. I don't know, to be honest. I literally like an hour before the stream, I was just like in GTO Wizard just looking at stuff. And then I watched like a guy like playing Explain Heads Up this morning. If anyone wants to play me Heads Up, I'm down, dude. Ace Jack here. We check this back and then call a lot of rivers in this spot. For sure, we call every river pretty much. Like we're calling here. We got it. Like our check back range is somewhat weak. LockedIn loves hero calling. Yeah, I have noticed that for sure. But we do have to end up like running bluffs here. We just call it ace high here. Just because like when we check back twice, our range is really weak, right? Like we're gonna have some 7x, we're gonna have some like 4x on river, but that's not enough to be able to just call. So we have to put in some of our ace highs. I think that's too tight actually. That's way too tight. My fault. Just kind of natural. I'm gonna have a lot of those mistakes. I also think maybe checking back here on this flop is better, just because we have a gutter, like we have equity, we don't want to get check raise. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know that LockedIn's probably gonna be watching this. I don't know if he's watching right now. I would hope not. I'm not watching his stream, but he's probably gonna watch this in preparation for the next one. So I don't want to, I don't really care. I'm used to betting range or checking range in a lot of spots, just simplifying, but I know that can get pretty bad heads up. I think that can get pretty bad heads up because then our opponent can just check raise like everything. And I don't know though. So like I'm not used to balancing my range on flop, and it's something I need to work on. I know like the basics of what to do and stuff. So yep, call. I know that sounds like such a fishy thing to say, but and we do like we 3-bet like I know I haven't 3-bet with a lot of offsuit stuff, like we do, just not as much. Like you would think that we 3-bet crazy with like king 8 and like jack 8 off and stuff, which you can, but I think you do just so much more 3-bets with the suited stuff, more than you would think. What's my opinion on Jake Pro? Again, I haven't played with him before. Not sure, to be honest with you. I see him make sick calls, and then I see him make huge punts. So. I gotta change my name to like Giljag on Club GG. Also, LockedIn doesn't like giving up with air. Yeah, I think that he, from what I've seen, yeah, that makes sense. I think that he definitely follows through with a lot of bluffs. And I kind of got that from his content, like he just gets to the river with like stuff like that. I'm not sure. I do think he follows through with bluffs. I just think like in spots where like checks down to river, I'm not sure if he's going to pull the trigger with air as much. I don't know though, to be honest. I'm going to check back top pair here. We've only played for a half hour now, so like, I don't know. I'm going to watch his stream though and see what's really going on. Alright, we volt the 10 here, and we check back the ace. Yeah, that seems fine. Like fine played. Don't think I can value raise river. Sevens, we're gonna 3-bet here. Mostly, I would think. Maybe, I don't know if it's pure. I feel like it's very high frequency. Alright, I'm gonna make a guess and say it's like almost pure. And I know we roll an 11. I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so he 4-bets here. We're not folding. I don't think we can fold this. But he hasn't 4-bet me all stream. I know we just do a lot of shoving with pairs. We roll a 65. I think we're just going to dunk this in. I know we just do a lot of 5-bet shoving with pairs. So. We get it through. Like, I think it just becomes a spot where it's like we 3-bet like 8s, 6s, and 5s. And like we just shove all those pairs, or most of the time. I looked at that this morning. I will say, like a lot of this so far has just gone well for us. Like, and of course we have, yeah, it's not really like a bluff. It's, I don't know, it's just more like an equity-driven jam. Just like let's run it. And we obviously like we're gonna have bluffs with like ace 5 suited and ace 4 suited. Alright, river to pair, and we value bet when check 2 here, and we call river. Okay, we're gonna overbet this turn and bluff one diamond, or like a 7 or deuce maybe, or a 5. Okay, calls deuce. We have the diamond, like, I kind of take back what I said about only bluffing on the diamond. I think we actually just gonna jam here. Interesting one here, because it's really hard for him to have like ace 5 unless it's diamonds, or 6-5 unless it's diamonds. So then we just have like the straights that like barrel at full frequency, and then we've been check raising him so much. I'm just gonna let that one go. I don't know. It might be like check raise pure, but yeah, that just becomes like we have the straights, he doesn't. We have air. You know, we want to send it. Interesting one though. This is one that we think we'd 3-bet a lot, but I think we 3-bet like half or like 40%. I'm going to 3-bet anything over 50. This too, I think we're going to 3-bet anything over, I'll do like anything over 40, I'll 3-bet. Did this change on my action? If it did, I think it changes on my action, so I got to stop clicking it, but whatever. Oh. Sorry, it wasn't anything big. Oh yeah, it does change my action. Alright, so I'm going to stop clicking it. Can we play heads up 30 NL? Maybe, yeah. Does it have to be 500? No, it doesn't have. Well, this is 500 NL. We call 3-bet here with ace 9 suited, and we flop nothing. 10 NL. I'll do 50 if you want to play. John. Okay. I'll do 50 NL minimum. Actually, nah, I'll do 100 NL minimum. I think we call this here.
open-ended, which is really good here. If he bets big, we call. If he bets small, we could raise. Okay, we're gonna just stab here. I think I'm gonna do this with everything. What did you start off? 100 bigs. I think I was like, I don't know how much I'm in for total. Obviously doing well on both. The initial buy was 500, but I have auto top off on, so whenever I dipped under 100, it just like auto rebought for me. Okay, we just get it through there. Nice. Interesting. I don't know what to do here. We call river with heart here. I think we just... Do we value bet any heart there? We might value bet any heart, actually. Spots like that where we just checks down the river, I think we have to value bet any flush. But it's alright. A few mistakes like that. Not sure if it's a mistake or not, but my gut tells me I just kind of snap checked. Anyway. That's my audio. Deuce. I think is my mic tapping? Because it's on my table. I don't have a stand for it. It's just straight up like sitting down. I feel like it might be tapping. I don't have a stand for it because I lost it and I can't like find a replacement on Amazon. Damn, I don't know if this is too loose or not. Jack 4 off. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna bet turn here. I rolled a decently sized number here. This one I'm just gonna go half, I guess. I just think I could put my mic on. Like I usually just hold it, but I'm not gonna hold it the whole time, obviously, so. Whatever. I'll fix it next time. If this sucks, I'll fix it next time, and I apologize in advance. Definitely shove when he 4-bets big, more equity denial. Yeah, fair enough. This is from my video, bruh. I think we want to play, again, a polarizing strategy on this turn. This one could go into there, right? We could definitely find something there in the turn. Which maybe we do, just like... Put my mic on my... There we go. That's probably better. Just because then we... I guess we're just gonna... we roll a really high number. A lot we could get to fold with this raise. I don't know. This might be just too wild here, to be honest with you. I don't think it is. We have a jack. It's not a big deal. Like... I just know. I'm just like, we got to be aggressive. Like, check raise a bunch. Like, ranges are so wide that we're going to have lots of value, lots of bluffs. Like, better to overdo it and then bring it down. Once again, playing polarizing strategy. I'm not sure if just like a nothing burger like this is going to get bluffed often on the river, but we're just going to overbet the river here. Get called by ace high here, I expect, sometimes, and called by any pair, pretty much. I think he's kind of like realizing that I'm bluffing a lot, so we'll probably get looked up here, but we'll give it to him. Never mind. I don't know. It is a weird board because it does connect to a bit on the river, but we have 7 high, guys. We can't just check. It's not a thing. Not a thing in my book. We're an hour in. Holy Bitcoin pump today, huh? Holy cow. Okay. I just think oftentimes in heads up people don't understand how wide you actually are, how much you have to bluff, and like how the ranges still like interact with each other and different boards and different lines. I think it's, I don't know. And then some people like will just be like, it's heads up, and then like go nuts with like weird hands. Mike is tapping. Okay, thank you, Gavin. Let me know if I fixed it. Like I said, I'm not a heads up specialist. I really don't know much about heads up. I've done a few things in the past, but all right, we turn the goods. Now this just becomes a spot where we actually do have, we have a massive nut advantage where he can have, yes, a lot of 10x. But, you know, we have ace 10, king 10 more often than he does, quite often. And we have kings and aces pure where he doesn't have them at all. I do, technically I have more 10x, right? Another spot where we probably just jam to get looked up by a 10. We're going to get called by boat sometimes. I'm just going to jam. I don't know. I was going to bet call, but I don't know. I don't know what to do here, if I'm being honest. I just kind of want to push him to the test here. I think that maybe we should overbet turn and then jam river, but I don't know. The tank is good. This is a good tank. Come on, buddy. Click call. Come on, buddy. It's a good tank. That's what we want. We want him to tank with his, I don't know. The only issue is like if we bet, I was gonna bet like pot or just under pot and then call, but I don't know. Oh, that's a long tank. Hope it means call, guys. I hope it means call. Just put it in, man. All right, I'm overbidding turn over here. Nice fold. Good fold. Unsure what we did there. Okay, I don't know. This is going to be very bluffy here. I don't know. I think we're going to get called by top pair a lot here, but we barrel turn to barrel this on the... And actually, technically, I should just jam here because he shouldn't have any straights like this. So I think he's actually going to look me up here because I think this is bad. Actually, I should have jammed, but it's all right. He can look me up and win. I think we're getting looked up here, but wow, we get it through again, dude. Woo! Ooh, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. That was the one I thought was for sure gonna get called. Good check raise. This app is rigged for action. Just lost all in pre-flop aces against eights. Of course, dude spiked an 8. Of course, it's got to be rigged when you lose to the best hand, right? Of course. Calm down. It's just on. Yeah, I mean, here's my take on online poker. I don't think it's rigged. I think that there's collusion problems and botting problems, and there's definitely stuff like that. I don't think the apps are rigged. But the reason it feels like that is because you play so many more hands. And then the variance, and you only pay attention to the bad beats. You don't pay attention to all the times your ace is held up. So, made a table for my friends to play and turned off the rake. It still took chips. Really? Are you sure? I don't think that's the case because this is no rake. Obviously, we're not gonna rake this game. Did you buy the dip? I kind of did. I like put so much into crypto like 4 months ago, and my port was it's not like I'm not saying we're like in the green. It is down bad. I'm not gonna lie. We're down bad. I put some into Bitcoin and ETH. A few days ago, I did. Heads up is fun, man. Betting big here. I think this is a fine board to bet big or check on. Calls turn deuce. Interesting. So we're not going to have a lot of deuce X that bets big, so definitely better for him. He's not going to fold deuce on the flop. I think it's okay to check this back here. We're running pretty well. Obviously, we could like lose the flushes and stuff here, but. And we can't value raise here. Nice hand, nice hand. I'm just gonna go for a check call with two pair here. We want to have value. We always have to have value in our out of position range. And I'm just gonna do that here. He was so close to calling. It's funny. This is one of the boards that I'm betting big or checking on. Interesting river. I guess we bet. See what happens. This just because we balance our range now and we just call out a position on the flop. even though, yes, 2-bet is very easy to raise for value. But then we get to, like, when turn goes check-check, and then we can overbet river, like, we have value. Or when turn goes check-call, and we can, you know, then we can have value on the river. This just becomes, like... okay. I don't think this size is going to be bluffed too often, but the only thing I was thinking is that we beat value. That's why I called. Because I was like, if he has like 8, I literally almost said if he has 8-7, but. Because he's not, like when he does that, I don't know, he's actually only repping a straight. We do lose like a set sometimes. 7s on the river. Could I make a shot? This is a board that I am going to bet pot on or check. This King Queen 10, the triple Broadway. I think second pair makes him somewhat of a decent check here. So this becomes a spot now where we can't only bluff here with clubs, because then when the club comes on the river, we won't have any bluffs. So this is, I'm only bluffing this if the club comes on the river, and that's really my plan here. We can overbet the queen here, I think, very comfortably. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Tapping is fixed good. Yeah, I just put my mic on not the table I was on. I love online, dude. I really do. I know. Grinding online's fun. Things are going good for me today, not gonna lie. Feels like all my bluffs are getting through. I don't know if we've gotten like looked up with a bluff yet. So I don't know what to do here. I don't know. I feel like maybe we did. I don't know. The heads up's funny because you're playing against the same person, and now he's like, is he bluffing every time? You know? It's funny. We actually win. Well, we lose ace highs, but we want to have 2 sizes, 75% overbet, so I'm just going to, I don't know. I'll make him call me with an ace high or a 6. Fair enough. I think I should check that back, but it's alright. Not folding a 5 here. I can just fold there. I don't think ace jack 4 bets if we get 3-bet here. I don't think so. He's going to check this turn a lot, like almost pure, I would assume. Or like overbet or check. I think we need to have somewhat of a polar strategy here, maybe, too. Alright, whatever. I'm going to overbet this board. I don't know if this is the exact one you want to like bet big or check on, but so now our hand just becomes good enough to bet for value here. Probably the worst hand I'll ever value bet here. This hand's bad to bluff because all of his continues, like backdoor diamonds we block and then hearts come in, so like somewhat bad. But we river straight, which is wonderful. I think we could see him like jam here because then it's easier to slow play like sets and 2 pairs and stuff he can jam. Just because if I bet big on the turn, ace comes on, he's going to check a lot on the turn. And then just like slow play when he calls. So. Yeah, it's going to bet around 3/4 here on this river. And he folds there. Okay, this is very interesting. He has flushes here a lot, but is he going to expect me to like bluff that river? I do bet big on flop and I can check back like sets. So yes, he has flushes. Definitely interesting. How much offsuit? Like he can call like queen 10 off of the heart, king queen off of the heart, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of 10 seconds, dude. Flushes. Okay, fuck, I'll call. All right, let's go. I just think he has so many offsuit hands with a heart there that it becomes like, and I know he's gonna pull the trigger there a lot. So the time make made me call. I might have talked myself into a fold because he has all the ace X off of the heart, king X, queen X off, like queen jack when I overbet flop. So. I think that's the spot you find lots of natural check jam bluffs. And I don't think, like, the reason I honestly called too is because I think that he's not going to check river enough with his flushes. Even though I've been kind of crazy and like bluffing a bunch, I think that, like, I'm not going to value bet like ace queen and ace 10 and stuff. So I don't even know if I value bet like ace jack on that river or not. So it's hard for me to see him like assuming I'm going to value bet light. Therefore, he can like check jam. And also, once I check back turn, I'm very, very, very rarely gonna have a flush. Fuck, sorry. Ugh. Oof, kind of a nasty run out here. We just maybe block the river. I don't know. I don't know anymore, dude. We can overbet sevens here for value. Maybe not overbet. Let's just bet 3/4. Nice. You said you're running really good, also playing good. Yeah, I've obviously been running quite well. We were able to straight on that one. I never would have had that opportunity to call. Obviously, yeah, running well, but I think in a lot of spots, I think our moves are making sense. Isn't it a rake fest? We're just playing private here. I'm just playing him private on Club GG. The club that I'm on, I play on there only, pretty much, when I play online, just because the games are so good. They're so good. All right, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to, I don't know. I don't know what to do with bottom pair here. When I'm in doubt, I'm just going to bet. But yeah, the games are so good, so that's where I play. I put the club ID in the description if anyone wants to hop in. Mainly because that's just where I'm playing all the time online. But we just did this private heads-up game. The club let us do that. So appreciate them doing that. No rake, just running it. But yes, we are running quite well, I will say. Typically, if you were to play like on a club, the rake would be high if you're playing heads up, and you would need to. You'd want to, you know. We're gonna call here with the jack. All I gotta say is, if you are on a club, make sure you're getting good rake back. If you join my club, you can hit me on Instagram, and I can help you with that as well. A river 2 pair here. The flush does come in. Let's see what the guy decides to do. We're gonna lose the 2 pair here, but do we beat value? Ace king? I don't think so. Aces? Maybe aces. 9-4, 9 deuce. Don't think we can filter. I think we just have to look him up, pay him off. Okay, we do beat value. We do beat value. We roll a small number. I'm going to check back here. Protect my check back range here with some top pairs. And then value bet rivers, obviously. This can probably bet at a high frequency, though. River straight. We rivered it straight a few times today, not going to lie. Yeah, we don't have a value raise here. Honestly, the guy's been running into it. I can't blame him. He's been running into it here. Interesting one here at the 7. I don't know if I'm going to call river or not. Wow. I mean, yeah, we're running quite well here. I'm going to play half pot bet here on the flop. I mean, if we 4-bet this, do we call the jam? I think yes. I think we have to, right? I don't think we fold to the jam with ace queen heads up. Because he's supposed to shove all those pairs, and I think that's the main reason why. But he's also supposed to have like ace 5 suited, and we're crushed against like a few. Yeah, well, of course we call ace queen. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, he wins. Flop bottom 2. I'm gonna bet here. This is more of a bricky turn. I would like look to. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, to be honest with you. I wouldn't expect him to have a lot of flush draws here. So I'm just going to value bet big. I don't expect him to have a lot of flushes. Nice in, nice in. Was either going to check call, block call, or bet big. Well, bet 3/4 for value. Not sure if we should check here. Maybe we barrel the bottom pair. That could be a thing here. Holy Christ. I think we bet fold this here. Gets gross when he jams. I think I may end up giving him credit here if he jams. You take it down. That's a weird spot. I mean, honestly, it's funny because like you almost like I don't know if he's just gonna like run a bluff there again. You know, I don't know. Like more unlikely than it is. You know, so I think that let's see, 4 deuce suited. Okay, shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, I don't know if he's just gonna like run bluffs there or not. We block his folds with the 6 of diamonds. I think we give this one up. I think we give it up. I think we bluff river with a heart, and I think we bluff river with some other stuff as well that's not like blocking some like queen 6 of diamonds or ace 6 of diamonds or 6, king 6 of diamonds and stuff that could check call turn. And we just give it up. Because I'm usually the kind of guy in the mindset like we gotta get to the river with no showdown on bluffing because it works. Like it actually works. But heads up against the same guy for multiple hours on end, I don't think that is good. Look at us flopping a flush in a straight flush redraw. I think when we do bet, we want to bet insanely small. I think I made the mistake earlier betting. Not a mistake, but we just want to like bet tiny on these monotone boards. I gotta take a pee. Okay, you're rolling 90 here at the 9-5 suited. Thank you, brother. You said, dude, I love your thought process. Seems solid. Appreciate it, man. Just trying to think logically. Yeah, let's run this on turn here. Mainly just to try to get him to fold like ace highs and stuff. I don't expect him to fold pairs a lot here, but I can expect him to fold ace highs and like pocket 7s maybe or something. I'm not sure if I'm going to run this on river. Definitely interesting one. I think I have an image of way over bluffing right now, so I'm trying to contain that a little bit. And this is a spot he can easily put me on like Broadways and whatever, so I feel like maybe it's a spot we get called down lighter than usual, which we probably should, obviously. to get it through. I think him not bluffing this is a big mistake, but not that I would have folded. I'm just saying in general. If he's not bluffing Jack 8, then like what makes me want to call the river with ace high then, you know? So I think we're both probably paying attention to our frequencies a bit more than usual. All right, we're halfway through the stream. Hour and a half in. 7-6 is probably just going to be pure here. Calling 4-bet, I think. Oh, yeah, for sure calling 4-bet. Okay, we call. We call like 6-7 suited more than like 10-9 suited here, I think, and 9-8. I think I saw that this morning. Dude, honestly, we're running so good right now. We're running good. Until he has a flush or queens here, we're running really good. Not gonna lie. Do we ever just find like dunks here? I don't know. I'm not sure. I just hope if we get called clean turn, we can jam. I don't know how this works in a 4-bet pot, to be honest, because maybe I actually just call flop here. I'm not sure. I just feels like in a 4-bet pot, like we're just going to run it against his value often. I don't know. Because in monotone boards, you just play so passively, so I don't know if raising there is the best option. Yeah, I think Jack 9 here can go for something like half here and fold to a raise. If I had backdoor flush draw, I would call a raise. Dude, I mean, we are running pure, guys. Like I'm not gonna deny that I'm running like very, very well right now. He raises, call. There is an argument for jamming here, but I'm going to call with my trips. I expect to get called here pretty light with the Jack 9, but we're just not gonna not bluff this hand. So, yeah, nice hand, nice call. I think check call and call any river. Like we're calling a 3, we're calling a 6. I think we're calling any river. What? Bro, I just misclicked so hard. I haven't done that in a long time. Bro, what? That sucks. That sucks. Imagine if you had like a boat though. Wow, I'm actually pissed at myself for that. Brutal. Roast me, guys. Go ahead. Damn. For some reason, my Club GG won't let me type the word F, and when I try to say fold, it just says old. Holy boys, that was bad. That's a bad mistake. That's a costly mistake. I was looking at the other board because I was 3-betting. I think I just like moved my mouse over. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it again and see what happens. That was unfortunate. He caught a break. I was running too hot. Something had to stop me. That was funny, dude. I'm gonna check and then check raise this river. We need to have value in our check range. But he has the ace high. Basically just showed him, hey man, don't go too crazy on river because we can check raise you with value. That's what we just said. I'm just gonna overbet. I don't know. He's probably gonna call. Oh, we got it through. All right, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. All right. Had to refuel on the Topo Chico. That A5 hand, bro. Come on. Dude. That A5 hand is hilarious. So dumb. Can't believe I did that. I haven't misclicked. I don't think I've ever misclicked like value like that before. I misclicked like pre-flop and stuff. I don't think I've ever misclicked a hand like that in my life. Not even kidding. Like just about to stack him because he probably was bluffing. Let me see what I'm talking about. That laugh though, huh? That was I couldn't believe it did that. Okay, we can overbend any queen here. Sam Queso said, didn't realize you were that nitty. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. The only reason I'm calling here is with the heart. I think maybe this plays better as a check raise. I don't know if it's too light of a call here. Now we just check. Definitely becomes interesting here when he bets big on flop. Not big, but he bets half on flop. He's going to have some ace-x that he wants to value bet, which is extremely fair. I think that he's not going to have a flush often. He could have like 10-9 here. I'm going to let him have it, I think. I think the ace-side board might be just, like, it's just hard to find bluffs, like. I don't know. Weird. I think I should have check raised flop though. Wow. Yeah, we are running good today. We roll a small number. Nah, I'm still gonna bet with the diamond. Yeah, we call. Turn king of diamonds. We have a blocker to the flush, as well as the jack of diamond flush draw, bro. Didn't we play a pot? Like, I feel like this is like deja vu from a pot earlier. Yeah, he's gonna have. I would assume he has like 7-6 pure here. I would assume he has like some offsuit, like 9-7. Backdoor clubs and stuff. I think he can have a fair amount of bluffs. I think he's gonna have a flush every once in a while, but we are not gonna fold. We block flushes. We don't have much time. His bluffs are like 7-6 that get there on river. I don't know, bet this size. So now his bluffs are really strange. He's gonna have to have like 10-9 off with a diamond and a bunch of other stuff. He just pots it. I think he might shove with flushes. All right. You win. Nice hand. I hope you bluff me, honestly. The time bank is killing me, dude. Gotta think through like his bluffs. Like he has offsuit, like he could have like some offsuit 5x if he's check raising 5x. Oh, maybe I should. You know what? I probably should turn this one into a bluff. To be honest with you, it's all right. Weird one for sure. The 7-6 makes a straight, and that's one of his bigger bluffs for sure. And then like 9-7, I think you just have to like run it with the 9-7. I don't think he would. Yeah, I guess he would run it. Like 9's never good there, so I think he understands that. I don't know. We do have a pretty good hand to call. Jack, of course. Diamonds, that spot. We can check turn here and then value bet river if he checks and call any river. Here. Potter check, and I don't know. We have 8 high. I think because this is our best jack, we have to call. Or we have to bet for value. We're going to get looked up by queen because that river like is going to make a queen check the river more often. We're going to get check raised by a flush sometimes. Unlikely, actually. I don't know. I just know we have to bet. Just a nothing burger. Okay. I don't know. I decided to overbet this turn. And I think if we do send it, we want to have like blocker properties. So kind of just what I'm going to get turn with. Rip, we got walk with the kings. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to screenshot it though, so I can look at it later. Just like how often are we running it here with all of our trash? Because this is the hardest part about heads up. The hardest part about heads up is that we have such a wide range that, like, what are we supposed to do with all of our garbage here? You know, we have to bluff. We have lots of value, and I think I do bluff this on river now. Just not necessarily a jam. I don't know. I think we're going to get called here. Oh, nice. Well, we like interact with the 9 well here. Damn, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to call this or not. I don't think so. I think it's too light. I'm just taking screenshots for later. The 8-6-1 is just because like we have so much garbage there, and then on the river it's fine. Like, and we don't want to like jam. Like, yes, we have ace queen, but like he's gonna have plenty of queen X hands that are gonna call and flop and turn. Okay, he calls. King queen 10, flop top pair on somewhat of a connected board. I think that the next stream is going to be a lot tougher because we don't really know how each other play, so we're kind of going to like watch each other, I assume. And he's going to be like, oh, this guy maybe is running it in too many spots. Not too many, but just he's running it a lot, so maybe I should like call down lighter. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like an absolute maniac right now. And maybe bluffing too much. I think we're going to check our whole range on this turn. We call this bet for sure. We roll a 96. We're just going to 3-bet the queen 9, I guess. It's probably very low frequency, but we roll as high as we can possibly get, pretty much. I mean, run out. We just fold here on the river. Just check back like king 9 one time. Maybe he's debating on if he should value shove a jack. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't know. I think I'd probably shove with the jack. I think his thought process is like, is Morris going to call me? Or am I only going to get called by like boats and ace jack? I think Wars probably does call you sometimes. Like, that's probably one of the better hands I could call you with. But you have to reach into your bag and bluff like your 9x and queen x there, I think. Which I don't know if everybody's doing, so ace king makes a pretty easy fold there on the river. Pair plus flush draw here is really good. Okay, I think this is going to be just one of my nothing burger give ups. Nothing burger. Yeah. I'll give it to him. Betting turn right here with a flush. Calls river ace. We are going to bet with a flush for value now. I'm going to check raise this. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. 1 over. Calls, turn, deuce. We're real small. I think that when the flush comes in on the turn, we can block because now he has a lot of flushes, of course. Let's see that spot, actually. See what happens. And now I think I just bet big. We're going to have boats. We're going to have plenty of stuff here. This is going to be one of our favorable bluffs for sure. Which we don't. Do we jam? Probably not. We don't like. Our flushes are going to want to just probably bet like something like this. So, I don't know. We're going to get looked up by some other flushes and like some overpairs here, but we have a pretty good bluff hand. So. I expect him to calm me down soon in one of these spots, to be honest with you. Nice hand. Nice hand, nice hand. Okay, over here we checked flop because, like, typically this board is, like, not bad. Obviously, ace high is, like, pretty good, but he's going to have, like, sets where we never have sets. I mean, we have aces, but we don't have threes or fours. I guess we do. Never mind. Because it's heads up. Bit different. Yeah, we call turn. Pretty good river for him to send it on here. Expect him to bluff this a lot. He should, like, yeah, he has a lot of 7x and stuff. He can bluff here, or he can represent. Like, it's hard for us, obviously, because we don't have, like, he has 8-7. He has all the stuff 7x that can, like, stab flop. We don't really check call like 8-7 on the flop. We don't, like, we have 7-6 and stuff, and we have pocket 7s and ace-7 suited, but nice hand. Okay, since we're 200 deep, I'm gonna go for a 3x 4-bet in position. Definitely something to adjust to when you're getting deeper. But he's fighting back. He's fighting back. I'm gonna check back. How do you adjust to really lose games where people cold call 3-bets or ISOs? Do you just tighten up? When people cold call 3-bets, I don't really change my 3-betting range necessarily. Do you just tighten up so you have more equity post flop, or just 3-bet bigger? Yeah, obviously, like I don't think I changed my 3-bet range, to be honest with you. We can comfortably overbet our straights here as well, so I think this is good. We're gonna get looked up here somewhat light, I think, but after we check back flop, like, we can have flush draws at bet turn and hands like 10-9. Actually, maybe not 10-9, but stuff like 9-6, whatever that checks back flop. I don't know. Not sure if I'm a huge fan of this line or not. Nice call, nice call. Yeah, it seems like a relatively good hand to call with the club and with the 10. I think it makes sense. here, folds here. I think that he, yeah, I think that, I'm not, like, I kind of want to study more frequency stuff heads up and, like, actually see how much we're going for it. Oftentimes it's a lot just because we have a lot of value in a lot of spots, so we need to balance that with bluffs. So I feel like it can often feel like you're over bluffing, but if you, like, look at your range as a whole, I don't know if you actually are. You know? We want to play, like, block and overbet on the river. Is there any way we win here? Probably not. Sometimes. King 10, 10-9. Trying to think of my river sizing for that 10-8 hand. The more I think about it, the more I think we maybe just dunk. See, like this spot, like we bet big on this flop, but it just, we roll a 91 and we have 3 deuces of spades. Like we have 0 equity here. It's funny. You know, it's just like, I don't think I'm going to continue with this one. I think this would be over bluffing. I think if I started like, I don't know. I have no idea, bro. Bye, bye. Just check back our 4 here. We can value bet maybe like a better 4, but even it's pretty thin. The ladies. I don't think our out of position raise size is going to change too much here. This is like the same spot we had earlier with the 10-6, where we got called, didn't we? By ace-high. I don't know. Heads up is definitely, after playing the same person for a while, you're like I'm just betting everything on this turn. You know, it's like, am I way overdoing it here? Like, who knows, you know? And I think, like, he's fighting back pretty well. Maybe towards the beginning he wasn't doing it as much, and now he kind of realizes, okay, I need to fight back more, which makes a lot of sense. But my plan here is just, like, I can now bet the river on, like, cards that connect to 3 and a flush. Like, straight cards that would come in that a 3 would be the straight. So that's kind of what my thought process was like there. But it's very easy to feel like you're overdoing it. Maybe I am, but... I think what you have to do is just focus on like a per hand basis and really just try to think clearly. King high can win sometimes, and he's kind of shown that he checks back queen high as well. So fair enough. Also, now we're playing 200 deep, which I knew this was going to happen as the game went on. Now we just really wait towards those suited hands. We'll check back this on the flop. Oh, wow. That is a pretty nice turn. Do you open less offsuit hands at all? I feel like my offsuit under the gun. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's very easy to clean up your pre-flop stuff. I would just follow charts. It's like pre-flop's so easy. You just follow charts, and then when it comes to like 3-betting and stuff, you can exploit quite a bit. I'm gonna bet this size so where an 8 can raise. All right, so he's calling me down. He's making that pretty clear that he's calling me down, which is good. He should be. 57. Some frequency, I think, is fine. The overbet. Yeah, I'm just gonna fold here. I was thinking about maybe check raise bluffing against a smaller bet. Here we roll a 99 and. Yeah. What was that? What was I talking about? Oh, also like hero calling or raising in the spot like 4-card straight, 4-card flush. Someone under bluff just because people are always like afraid to just get because they're just gonna get snap called or they're gonna like fold, you know. So people are just afraid of the snap call with the nuts. But I bet he may have been considering raising. And if that spot with an 8, that just becomes very, very good for us because. If he does raise with an 8, then we jam and he's just like, ooh. Or we 3-bet river and he's like, bah, and we usually get paid off. But if we were to like overbet river huge, then the 8 like calls pure probably. Okay, we're a bit small here. 965 connected. We're gonna check 3-bet pot. We connected the board very well, but our hand likes this board somewhat. But I don't know if bluffing here is good as a block. I don't know how good this is. I know you're supposed to in theory, obviously, because each side should have a bluff. But I think he's just gonna like peel it off with any pair. So I guess we're just looking to like fold that like ace high or something. You know? I don't know. In spots like when you're playing heads up in spots like this, it's very, very important to be balanced. We're gonna check again. Fair enough. I think that he's going to end up on the river with a lot of air that we can get to bet. And it's difficult to get looked up there, maybe. It's never an error to like have the value, the nuts in your checking range when you're out of position. Like, you're always going to check it at some frequency. You ran 275 to 1650 Friday, playing 1-2, 500 max. Let's go. That's sick. Again, unsure if this is another board I'm going to want to overbet on. I think it's good. Less enticed to bet this hand just because of the clubs, but we connect with possible straight turn cards. We flop a double gutter over here. Once again, going to be using the big bet strategy here. I think ace 10 8's a little different. I'm not sure why. I just kind of saw that this morning, but I think there's probably still some big bets. And then I think I'm over c-betting in a lot of spots. I kind of noticed that, but I don't necessarily know if we're overbet turn here, like this one. I think think we can check this back. Interesting. I think we win. We do. He folds after we turn the nuts. Hands like this are less sexy to 3-bet when you're deeper. And then a hand like 9-6 suited's looking at me like, yeah, 3-bet me, bruh. And then a hand like King 9 off is like vomiting. This is great. We roll a high number. Okay, we're gonna bet. We roll a high number, so we're gonna bet. If I rolled a low number, I would check. Flop top pair over here, 3-bet pot. Always a good start. Okay, check call, or not check call, call flop. Whew. Poker's hard when you have to commentate the whole time, not gonna lie. Worst turn in the deck. Just gonna check this down, I think. Because of, like, I've seen him like not bluff like jack highs and queen highs here. If I had seen him like bluff those pair, then I would bet here. But I think that we actually win because we've won like jack high, queen high in the same exact configuration often. I think we lose here always though. Whee! Because he should be bluffing there. Again, I think that. Yeah, I don't even know how much I want to like say, because I know he's gonna watch this because we're playing the next 4 weeks every Sunday. So I know he's gonna watch this. So it's fun. We're having fun. I mean, look at this, dude. Okay, we bet with the 7. Excuse me, dude. I have a burping problem. Might be TMI, but dude, I mean, I can't drink carbonated drinks without ripping the belch. Okay, we check turn here. Club comes in, not great. Flop trips on the other board. We check call turn here. This becomes a spot where, he has some flushes, but we kind of got like, how many flushes does he actually have, you know? We check call turn though, we have a straight. He has like pairs of the club, and yes, he has like offsuit like king jack and ace jack and ace 10 and all this. Yeah, he has flushes. We have a straight, and he can have a lot of bluffs on turn, so. We have quads. I think this is, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to fold, but I say. We have quads. How do we play this? I don't know, if I'm being honest with you. The thing that makes this hard is his call on the flop is very interesting. I don't know. I just go for a check raise. I have no idea what to do here. Honestly, I have no clue. I think check raise is bad. I don't know though. Honestly, I don't think he's gonna fold like jacks plus there. So I don't know. And I don't know necessarily know if he's gonna like run it with a bunch of hands, because he's shown that he said double check raise is crazy. I don't know. I think I'm gonna look at that one. That one's kind of interesting, because our check raise bluffs like on turn don't love that turn at all, because then we just get called down by quads or boat very often. So like super under bluff spot, so it's hard to get paid off there straight up. Do we ever win with fives here? Probably not, but I have no clue what to do with that 10. Check. The reason I didn't check call is because I don't think he's going to pull the trigger enough. And maybe I just check call because he's going to value bet jacks through aces anyway, or nines through aces anyway. And then when we check raise, that's all we're targeting. Actually, I should have check called turn. I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, our 10x is going to raise sometimes, so not a massive mistake. Would have been sick if I was bluffing, though. Honestly, a sick spot to like continue bluffing. Check calling top pair. How wide would you isolate limpers in loose games, and what sizing would you use? So here's the rule about isolating limpers. One, it depends on the player. If they're like a tight limper, it's something like a loose limper, it depends. Two, it depends on how many players are behind you. So if you're under the gun one and under the gun limps, you can't ISO to 5 bigs. But we're gonna block here. If you're cutoff, or if you're button and cutoff limps, now you can ISO to 5 bigs because there's 2 players behind you. Like you can't bet. The more players behind you, the smaller you have to bet. And 2, it's exploitative. So let's say you're say button limps, you're in the big blind, and you know a solid size would be 5 bigs to ISO. But if you have a better hand, you can go bigger because most of the time the guy isn't going to change his calling range based on the size. So in that spot, if he's a limper, he's probably recreational. Therefore, his range is inelastic. He's going to call probably the same range based on any size. So that's a spot I'm ISOing like 7.5 with aces, and then like 4.5 to 5 with ace 10 off. Does that make sense? So you can be imbalanced in that spot, and it all depends on how many players are behind you based on how big you can go. If somebody limps and you're like under the gun, I would just like raise like 3 bigs. Okay, jack just becomes a very clear check call here on turn. I think we can block here on river with jacks. We can get called by a king. We block jack 10, so we could like block call this or block jam. So this might be too thin. We might just want to check call this, to be honest with you. But I think that this bet can get looked up by like ace 9, pocket 10s, 10-8 suited, ace 8, stuff like that. He is going to have like some 9-8, some 7-8, some pocket 8s, some jack 10. Some king 8. Going to California where they're making. Interesting. Could just jam here. Kind of tempted to call this. Let's go. Let's go. Here on river. That's big. He's high. I think I'm gonna give it to him. Damn. I just felt like our blocker effects were just so good. We blocked the nuts, like double block. It's very good. And yeah, I think that was kind of like my plan when I blocked. I think that he calls flop super wide. Like he can have like ace, like so many like ace x backdoor flush draw hands, like you know, ace 10 and queen 10 and all this stuff. Yeah, call here. We're gonna 3-bet here. And I know he's capable of doing it. Obviously, that's why I called. Okay, he calls flop queen 8, 10. How do you feel about checking range out of position pot 3-bet bigs? Yeah, I think that that's a great strategy on certain boards. Not every board, but yeah, certain boards for sure. We turn a pair over here, which is great. Ace king becomes a really good barrel hand here, and then jam river. Most rivers. I think also that Jack's hand, because he... Okay, we're not going to bluff the club. If we had ace king with the club, we would bluff, but not this one. The other thing about the Jack's hand is, because it was just like small bet flop, check, check, turn, he gets to the river with a wide range. Therefore, he has a lot of air hands that can bluff, that have good blocker properties, 10x, jack x, stuff like that. So, not going to bluff this one without the club. Ace king of clubs, we ship it though, dude. Ship a Rooney. Ooh, top set, slow play. Oh, he would have got some from me if I didn't hit the 6. Is that too wide to call through that? Not sure. I'm watching him in his other heads-up match. Okay, we got some inside info here. He's not giving up enough in 3-bet pots, and he's not bluffing enough in single-raise pots. Also doesn't have a protected check calling range. That's why he heroes so much. Fair enough. Just your opinion. Hey, fair enough. I'm going to watch his stream, you know, before the next one, but I think he plays somewhat solid. Definitely puts people in tough spots. Like, people don't really rip bluffs like that with the ace-jack and stuff quite often. I almost just dunked it. And I think maybe jamming is better there than calling. I don't know. With the blocker, maybe jam is better. London, do do do, do 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 do. I think that he's gonna likes to hero me a bunch, especially in single raise pots. Actually, maybe more, especially in 3-bet pots. Actually. We have a 5 that connects with the straight. We're gonna bluff. I think that this is gonna be over bluffing. I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. I decided to just kind of. And we call any river here. No clubs. We block a straight. We are going to bet. Not sure about the sizing, to be honest with you. I feel like I might need to like 2x pot the river. When we're this deep, I think we can kind of just like go nuts on the river. Not sure. I don't know. We get it through. We get it through. I definitely got a lot of pre-flop stuff. Well, not pre-flop. I think more post-flop stuff to clean up. I think my pre-flop game is somewhat okay. Error. Why don't you go? You go tell him in his chat what I'm doing wrong too. I don't know. I don't know what size to choose on the river, to be honest with you. Aces coming in for the tree bet. He calls. We flop top set. Wonderful. Another day, another set. Actually, I think it's the first set I flopped all day. I don't remember. We've played so many hands. I mean, so many hands go heads up here, dude. It's like insane. We have like 40 minutes left. We've been playing for 2 hours, 20 minutes already, so. He calls, turn 9. We're going to check. We're going to check turn and check river, I think, is the plan with top set here. Quite often. Not always, quite often. I just think it's, yeah, like the obvious, like, great hand to solo play in this spot, right? Obviously, like, connected board, like, you know, check, check here, seeing a 7, 10, 5-run rivers, whatever. Okay, yeah, we just check. Nice hand, nice hand. He ends up there with, like, broadways and a bunch of stuff that just... We'll bluff river. He just didn't have one of those. Also, blocking 3 out of the 4 aces, it's going to be hard to get looked up there. I'm actually going to bet here. What's up, Tiago? Dude, I am hungry. Can you ask me for feedback on my training app? What kind of training app? I'm gonna raise here. I don't know if the size is right. We block queen jack though. The lead is weird, for sure. But I know he led earlier when like the top card paired, so it must be something that he just is doing. And then here we cannot. I just don't think we bluff here without a spade. Heads up, I'm definitely a bit more blocker picky in spots like this, where maybe. Yeah, I think we just give it up. I see. Trips. We roll a low number, I'm going to check call. We roll a bigger number, but straights come in now, and he bets big. We call. Pretty nightmare run out here. Definitely interesting. I think I'm going to give him credit here, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest. I don't, personally, I don't know if he's going to, like, barrel enough there, on the turn mainly, to get to the river with, like, the non-heart, non-9x hands. So I think I'm going to give him credit there. I don't know. Nice hand. If you bluff me, nice hand, nice hand. We flop a combo draw over here. Pretty nice. I thought about jamming, to be honest with you. I just think in his mind, I don't know if he's going to give me credit for, like, just calling flop with, like, 7x and stuff, you know? Like, I feel like in his mind, he'll put together the pieces of, like, he didn't check raise flop. I don't think he has a lot of boats, so sometimes you kind of just got to think about what people will think. Flop a set. Finally, we're getting value bet with this big bet, dude. Oh my god. I feel like every time I overbet fly, I just have an air. No! Sunrunner. Dude, I am a Sunrunner. I already told you that. What should I get for dinner, dude? I'm hungry. Can we fold? No, I don't think we can. Oh, excuse me. We roll an 81, so I'm going to be aggressive here and just block turn, block river. Only because we rolled the high number, we need to have bluffs, so I'll just let the number tell me what to do. Poker training app. Yeah, hit me with a DM on Instagram. Roll a 50. I'll 3-bet this like a little more than half, maybe. It's gonna make a pretty good check raise here. Okay, we flop top pair. This could be a board we bet like half on, a good amount. Obviously with this top pair, I think since we're a little deeper, I am gonna bet half on this board. Actually, you know what? I've been betting third the whole game, so I'm not just gonna switch it now. What's the best way to chat with you? Instagram, just hit me up. Giljack Poker on Instagram. I'm gonna check back here. Check turn again. Call river. Value bet river. It's kind of gloomy today in Dallas. Nice. Roll a 29, so I would probably three with this if we were a little bit bigger number now. I am going to check raise the flop though. Go to his chat, but he can't really see any obvious. I would go to his chat, but I can't really see any obvious mistakes. You're solid pre-flop, maybe overdoing it with bluffs sometimes, but I'm not good enough to be the judge of that from what I've seen. Yeah, I would totally agree. I think that the thing is, I don't know if I'm overdoing it or not. I'm gonna look at that this whole next week and figure out like how I need to change my frequency stuff and make sure I'm not gonna be over bluffing, because he's gonna watch this and be like, oh my god, this guy's insane, and then probably call me down a lot lighter next week and like check raise a lot more and raise flops and 3-bet pots and all this stuff. I'm probably not helping myself out talking and streaming all this, but you know what? It's all right. Yeah. We're doing well today. I definitely have a lot of leaks. A lot. I just need to find out what they are. Don't know how you can we roll an 86. It's gonna 3-bet at some frequency, so let's run it. I don't know, maybe this is a check back on flop here. We turn a 10. Fold to the 4-bet here. Check back our 10. Bet flop, check turn, check check. Flush comes in on river. I think that he's gonna have some ace-x still. Do we value bet? He should like block all of his ace-x here. I don't know how nitty this is of a check back. I'm gonna screenshot just so I know how thin to go for value here. Okay. That was a hand he was gonna check raise bluff me. I know it. He was like check raise bluff. Have you heard of the fast roll poker app? It's for recording hands. I have not. S tier app. Fast roll. Let me look. I don't know why I looked it up on YouTube. It's on the App Store. All right, we have kings. We are tree betting. Fast roll live poker hands. I'll check it out. Okay, he called. Queen high board. No, we could probably bet half on here. Threes, we're calling the 3-bet here. He raises flop. Interesting. We beat his value. He's going to raise king, queen, ace, queen for value here. Bad turn. Bad turn. He's going to have sets as well. We can't really fold a pair here, I don't think. He's going to have like deuces and fives here often. Block or check? That's the question. I think check. What? He can check flop with a lot of jack X, I guess. Damn. That's a gangster raising the flop. He blocks turn? I don't know, dude. Nice hand. Thought it would be a jack a fair amount, to be honest with you. But I think that he's going to bet flop with a lot of his flush draws, mainly. That's why I called the river. The assumption that I made. Gilly, you down for a 1-2 round of each game in Frisco sometime? I throw a home game. I could be down, dude. I'm leaving Dallas tomorrow. So, bad timing, but could be down in the future. Yeah, that one was weird. Maybe I should... I don't know. I just think he has, like, a fair amount of hands, maybe. Maybe he doesn't... Actually, maybe that one he doesn't stab turn enough with air for that size. Perhaps. The thing that I thought was like maybe he stabbed turn a lot with like gut shots and stuff. Got it through. Sorry, I'm just like, I had to text someone. Interesting one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Misclick. Misclick limp. Probably should just bet flop. All right, and I'm sure he knows that, but I'm just saying it. I'm gonna develop a limp first in strategy. Probably not. All right, sorry. Let me look at this fast roll app. Actually, kind of looks sick. Maybe check it out. Okay, overbets. We are not going to fold a queen, even though we hate it. And he hasn't overbet on a board like this once all session. So actually, we fold, I think. can't fold. Sorry. Can't fold. We can full turn though. The reason I wanted to fold is because he hasn't done this once this whole session. So I don't think he's overbet, especially on like the ace high stuff. So I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't have no idea. So that tells me it's like either high equity draw, good hand. Just have like 8-6. The big bet on the flop makes me fold river here. Nice hand, nice hand. Alright, I'll let him have it. You win. I think on this board we get to bet half or something. I don't know. My c-bet strategy is probably somewhat inconsistent and very exploitable. Once again, I'm betting this one to bluff on diamond. $20 minutes left. Did we win? Can we ever win with ace high? I guess we can, right? We chop against other ace highs. I guess we don't really need a bluff here. Okay. Not sure what to do there. Probably should just check back turn in that case, to be honest with you. Monotone spades, we have a second pair. Love that. That was great. I'm gonna check back this and check this back on the flop. And overbet turn, I think, is good. So you want to bluff here? I'm just gonna bet super big. That's a spot where like the river's somewhat connected and he's gonna end up on the river with a lot of top pairs. So when we do have a jack, it's just like we just need to polarize a lot there, I think. I don't know. I just like to say words sometimes. But I like to try to make sense in those spots, at least. That's a tutorial for the fast app. It's like 2 minutes. There's a tutorial. Yeah, I looked at it. It looks pretty cool, actually. It seems somewhat... Heads up multi. Oh, cool. You can like filter and stuff. That's pretty cool. It seems somewhat easy to use. We're going to block with our king here. I'm going to give it a shot. You're gonna drop 100 for the yearly subscription? Oh, I'm definitely gonna check it out if you like it that much. I think 9-5 suited is too loose to call 3-bet there. I don't know though. 15 more minutes. We roll 54. For a block turn. Nuts. Cape Brain, what's up, buddy? Now I'm gonna overbet. Because you guys, I love overbetting. That's my favorite thing to do. So spots like this, like I guess I've just been range betting. You know, I think I've been range betting. I don't know how, like what hands he's like choosing not to check raise. Anyway, could be just card distribution, but I don't think I've been getting check raise as much as I probably should be because I've been like range betting in a lot of spots. Here we go. I'm just telling him more of my secrets when he's watching this. Ay, 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 ay. And we call with the king here. Yeah, we can't be folding top pair. I do have a feeling that he has value here, though. That feeling was wrong. I don't know why I said a feeling that we were going to lose that one. We'd call the check raise with ace queen here. Okay, check raise check is somewhat good for us here. What did I put in a stab? I don't know if our blocker properties are great here because like the queen of clubs is going to be pretty heavy for him to like wrap around the king and check raise hands like queen 9, queen 10. Even though all those should probably be 3-bet pure. Check call is interesting. We just counterfeit a 6, so I don't know if a 6 check raises or not, but interesting. I see. Fair enough. Guess the 6 does check raise. I guess that answered my question. Against this size, we check call. Check full turn. I think I'm going to not check raise this one just due to the bigger size on flop. I think we've been check raising like those backdoor straight draw flush draw hands on boards like this, like pure all session. So I think giving it a rest is going to do some good things. Do we call flop here if he raises? I think we have to. Don't we? And perhaps this is one I think we do, don't we? If this is too wide, then I'm a fish, but it doesn't matter. What a turn. That's a call. I just folded because I don't know why. Decided to check back here with king 3. Interesting. I'm I'm going to use the 75% here. This is a really weird hand. It's a really weird hand. He shouldn't have, like, boats here. Like, this is a really strange one, honestly. I'm going to screenshot and just kind of remember the action. Because here's my thought process. He could have a queen. I think queen is like the most likely value him on the river. I don't think, obviously, he didn't fold the queen. I don't think there's any way. Unless he soul read me. But I think that when he checks turn, like, and he doesn't have like ace-5 of spades or anything like that, if he turns a flush draw, he's either going to barrel or check raise the turn. So then we're just like, he doesn't have a bigger flush like ever, unless it's like he just doesn't. So my guess is that he turned like a 10. That's my guess. He turned like jack 10 with the backdoor flush draw, check raise flop, and then just did that. River bottom pair. Gonna check raise. Rule a bigger number, so we're going to bet turn. I don't know. This kind of feels bluffy, to be honest with you. But I've shown that I check value out of position. So if I had like pocket eights or like jack 9 stuff, I've shown that I've checked that out of position. But I know he likes to hero, so I don't know if it's the right move. You know? Could probably go bigger here too, actually. I think maybe I should go bigger, to be honest with you. The tank call is sick. Oh! Yeah, I assume we already figured out range betting. Honestly, that was kind of my strategy today, just to range bet in a lot of spots. Some spots. And then like kind of build my c-bet strategy for the next 3 sessions. Just because it was somewhat unprepared today. But, you know, whatever. Queen deuce might call, actually. This is close, too. See, stuff like that, I just got to make sure I'm locked in. I think he plays pretty solid. Like I really do. I've definitely been running good in some spots today. I think you can merge a bit for check raise to 6x, but not sure if it's supposed to be like the 6-8. Probably just shouldn't be going that big. Yeah, I think it definitely is mergy. Like, I think that people miss that a lot with the merge raise. So I think he was right with that one, to be honest. Like, probably raises at some frequency. I'm just going to do this half the time, actually, and we just roll a 48, so just under half. If it were deeper, I would try to look to do it more, a higher percentage of the time. I'm going to block turn here. Can we block river? I just think he's gonna he should bet flop a lot with his gut shots and stuff. So I think we block here as well. We could get called by 8s and 9s and stuff. some ace 10, king 10, whatever. Huh. Full house. Considered. Maybe I bet too quick. I don't know. I think Jack 5 calls. I think maybe I need to 3-bet some more hands. I don't know. I feel like I'm under 3-betting as well. Maybe not though. Interesting. Nice, we win there. King's here. Paired boards, I think I am in a bet range. I think it's... Check back here. River 2 pair, which is great. Yeah, 10 extra clubs is what I was thinking under diamonds. Interesting. I think I'm not going to bluff this one just because it blocks like 6-5, 6-3, and stuff that didn't check raise. So that like the 6 highs that get to the river that won't call me down. So I don't know. I feel like he's going to win with like 10 high here though. Give it up. We roll 36. Just going to call. I guess I want to balance out my block, right? So, actually, I don't know why I pressed 2. That's kind of fishy. Because I literally always just click the 32 button. I think he's going to call. I don't know why I did that. Bet sizing tells. Get another angle of this thing. Ace Jack suited could be good enough to like value 4-bet here. I'm just going to call. Flop top pair, always a great start. We can value raise this flop. I think we should. Like, we just have, like, a really good hand. I guess half it's a little bit worse, to be honest with you, but... Turn's pretty bad. You have queen 10, king queen, ace queen, stuff like that. That'll call. Queen jack now has us beat. 10-8. King 10. I'm interested to see what he does here. Okay, we call. Please be King Jack. Like, please be King Jack. I think this is King Jack. Yeah, we can't fold for this price, but it's just kind of, we might be up against like Ace Queen or something. I don't know. Ah, same hand, same hand, same hand. All right. GG. That's it, guys. Let's get the total in, huh? As a total, we won $984 in this table, $929 on this table. So, $1,900 in the green. Pretty great day. I thought we played well. I thought that we were running great. And yeah, I'm excited to get back at it next week. To be honest, this was fun. Word. I'll be streaming on YouTube next week. I'm posting my new video tomorrow. I just had some like monetization issues or copyright issues. That's why I haven't posted it yet. But I'll be back next week.